What's up, anime fam? Welcome back to the channel. Spring 2025 is just around the corner, and the lineup this season is absolutely stacked. Today, I'm counting down the top 10 most anticipated new anime premiering this spring. From hilarious comedies to mind-bending fantasies, let's dive into what has the anime community buzzing. At number 10, we've got Everyday Host. Think The Office meets host club culture. Our protagonist Hajime goes from selling life insurance to selling his personality at Club 1. What makes this special? The supporting cast is gold. There's a 40-year-old still marketing himself as the younger brother type, a calculating ex-idol, and a host who's secretly gaming during customer meetings. The animation perfectly captures that awkward to confident transformation as Hajime finds his footing in this bizarre new world. If workplace comedies with heart are your thing, this is your spring 2025 fix. Number 9 is Compass 2.0, and this isn't your average game adaptation. The animation in the battle sequences is insane. We're talking fluid movements, particle effects that pop off the screen, and impact frames that make you feel every hit. The story follows Hero 13, who refuses to participate in the battles that power the entire system. When newcomer Jin tries to partner with him, they uncover a conspiracy that threatens the entire virtual world. The character designs maintain the game's iconic look while adding depth for animation. That opening theme by Lysa is already stuck in my head from just the preview clips. Gamers, this one's for you! Sliding into number 8 is The Catcher in the Ballpark. And guys, this isn't about players, it's about fans. Our burned-out office worker finds his only joy visiting the stadium, where he forms an unexpected connection with a beer vendor girl. The stadium atmosphere animation is incredible. You can feel the energy of the crowd, taste the beer, and hear the crack of the bat. The voice-acting chemistry between the leads is perfect, capturing that awkward but charming vibe of two strangers connecting over their love of the game. It's giving Major After the Rain vibes, but with baseball as the backdrop. This one's gonna hit you right in the feels. Number 7 is Apocalypse Hotel, and this concept blew my mind. In a world where humans have vanished, robot staff continue maintaining a luxury hotel in perfect condition for guests who will never arrive. The visual contrast is stunning. Pristine hotel interiors against the slowly reclaiming nature outside. The animation team uses lighting brilliantly, with sunset rays filtering through dusty lobbies and moonlight reflecting off polished robot faces. The trailer hints at a mysterious Ismail miracle that disrupts their eternal routine, and I've got theories. This is giving Major Time of Eve meets Girls' Last Tour energy, and I'm here for this philosophical sci-fi. Breaking into number 6 is The Mononoke Lecture Logs of Chuzenji Sensei, which has horror fans hyped. This prequel to the cult classic Mononoke shows us a young Chuzenji before he became the medicine seller, investigating supernatural mysteries with his student Kana in post-war Tokyo. The animation style is haunting, combining traditional Japanese art with psychedelic elements during spiritual encounters. The color palette shifts dramatically between the mundane school setting and the supernatural realm. Each yokai design tells its own visual story, with traditional folklore elements reimagined in that signature unsettling style. If you love atmospheric horror that gets under your skin, mark your calendars for this one. At number 5, Anne Shirley is bringing the beloved classic to life with breathtaking animation. The landscapes of Prince Edward Island look like paintings come to life. Those cherry blossoms, autumn forests, and winter scenes are wallpaper-worthy. What makes this adaptation special is how it follows Anne from age 11 to 17, showing her complete transformation. The animation captures Anne's imagination perfectly, with fantasy sequences blending seamlessly into reality. The character acting is so nuanced. You can read every emotion on Anne's face as she experiences love, loss, and belonging for the first time. Even if you think period pieces aren't your thing, this adaptation might change your mind. Number 4 is Once Upon a Witch's Death, and prepare your tissues because this one's coming for your emotions. Our apprentice witch Meg learns she has only 1 year to live and must collect tears of joy to break her death curse. The magic visuals are stunning. Spells appear as flowing, ethereal calligraphy that transforms into vibrant energy. Each new environment Meg visits has its own distinct magical aesthetic. What puts this above other magical girl shows is how it uses fantasy to explore mortality and meaning. The director has described it as a celebration of life through the lens of death, and early screening reactions confirm it delivers both tears and smiles. Breaking into our top 3 is Can a Boy and Girl Friendship Hold Up?, which takes the childhood friends trope and flips it on its head. Himari and Yu have maintained a perfect friendship for years in their gardening club, but when Yu's first crush returns to town, everything gets complicated. The animation uses flowers brilliantly. Each character's emotions are reflected in the plants they tend, with visual metaphors blooming throughout. What sets this romance apart is starting with an established friendship rather than a meet-cute, making the stakes feel so much higher. The trailer alone has shipped these two harder than any romance anime I've seen in years.
パンツを履かせてちょうだい。はい。
At number 2, yep, you read that right. Let me put your panties on. Takamine-san has the anime community divided, but hear me out. Behind that provocative title is a surprisingly clever premise. Perfect Student Council President Takamine can reset time and change outcomes, but must remove a piece of lingerie each time she uses her power. When average student Shirota discovers her secret, he becomes her underwear carrier and confidant. The animation studio handles this concept with surprising restraint, focusing more on facial expressions and the psychology of perfectionism than cheap fan service. Early manga readers swear this series evolves into a thoughtful exploration of authenticity and vulnerability. Judge it by its cover at your own risk. Taking our number 1 spot is The Beginning After the End, and the hype is real. This fantasy epic follows King Gray, who, after achieving ultimate power but total isolation, is reincarnated as Arthur in a magical world. When his new family is attacked, his past life's combat expertise kicks in, setting up one of the most complex protagonist journeys in recent anime. The animation budget is clearly off the charts. Those magic sequences use color and movement in ways I've never seen before. The fight choreography is fluid and impactful, with weight behind every swing and spell. What elevates this beyond typical isekai is Arthur's psychological journey, balancing the wisdom and trauma of his past life with his desire to protect those he loves this time around. With a confirmed 24 episodes, this has room to breathe and develop properly. The early preview footage at Anime Expo got a standing ovation for good reason. This could be the next big fantasy anime phenomenon. There you have it, Spring 2025's most anticipated anime lineup. From robot hotels to witches' journeys, from awkward romances to epic fantasy, this season has something for everyone. I'm personally most hyped for The Beginning After the End, but honestly, my watch list is going to be packed. Which of these are you most excited about? Drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, smash that like button and hit subscribe for weekly anime content. The notification bell means you'll never miss my first impressions when these shows drop. I'll see you in the next video.